Hey everybody, how's it going? What you're looking at here is my pre-Heresy Thousand Suns army. And the reason why I'm showing you it again in this format is because I've been doing some thinking about this army and about some modeling ideas and hobby ideas in the future once my Deathwing or Apollo is done. I have a feeling I'm going to finish Deathwing not first, but probably very quickly alongside Apollo. So that's why I say once they're done. I really can't work on other projects at this time anyway. I think 2 is my limit at the same time, and I really barely get any real work done on either of them because I have to split the time. But pretty much once those projects are done, I'm going to continue on my hobby stuff because I have a lot of stuff to do. One of the things I'm going to do is a big major overhaul on Dark Angels, and I'll do that. That'll be its own video that comes soon. Post Heresy Dark Angels. And another thing will be my Iron Knights and Silver Skulls, because I do want to make those Combat Patrol lists. Those Combat Patrol is a lot of fun. I want to have like 2 armies, 2 different style armies that I can bring in the same bag, basically, to play with. So that's what I'm going to do. It should be a lot of fun to have them, but I can't work on them yet because I want my standard 40k armor to be my pre-Heresy Deathwing, which is why I'm focusing my non-Titan time to them. And as well, I want to work on my pre-Heresy Thousand Suns. I've decided to make it feel more sorcery and arcane type of legion. I'm going to use the Chaos Reign Codex to represent them. I'm not going to represent them all traitory. I'm going to represent them still before their fall. But I want more arcane ability. So what I'm going to do is essentially utilize what you see here, the 2 Vindicators, the 3 Rhinos, these Marines, and the Terminators. I got to make a few more that I do some modifications, but basically I'm going to run a Thousand Suns army list from the Chaos Codex. So I'm going to use the Rubric Marine squads. Now hold the phone, don't get all upset. I know the Rubric Marines were a post-Heresy thing, but the rules they have can work very well for an Arcane Legion having this for squads. Slow and purposeful represents their meticulous carefulness, type of thing. The 4+ invuln save and the AP3 bolters represents the arcane energies that they utilize, their sorcerer's abilities to both protect them and devastate their foes, and the Aspiring Sorcerer obviously fits right in. I have 30 troops right now. I got 3 10-man tactical squads. So pretty much what I'm going to do is remove the heavy weapons from the squad and break off the special weapons and put bolters in their place. That way I can run them as 3 9-man Marine squads. I just want to keep the theme of Tzeentch alive, even though they don't worship him in this army yet. Yeah, this army is not a fall, but I want that theme to be there. So that's what I'm going to do. And pretty much utilize heavy weapons, maybe make a small Havoc squad for them with Icon and Tzeentch. And then use my Terminators to represent Chaos Terminators, maybe even Terminator Champions with Icon and Tzeentch and a Reaper autocannon. Now, in order to represent the Icon and Tzeentch, you gotta kind of make the model stand out a bit. For the Terminators, this guy right here, if it focuses, is going to represent the Icon and Tzeentch. He has arcane ruins on his shoulder pads. I'm going to utilize them as protective wards that protect the squad. For the Havoc guy, who's going to be the icon bearer for the Icon of Tzeentch, I'm going to utilize some type of I'm going to convert one of his arms to look like he's holding a hand out or something, and I'm going to have like a heat mirage type of thing in front of him. I'm going to take the clear plastic from a blister pack, cut it nice and rectangular type of thing, maybe heat it a bit to warp it a little bit, and then maybe add a little bit of green stuff to make it look like some type of explosion hit it, to represent him having a ward up to protect the squad, therefore 5+ invuln save. Just little things like that to make it stand out, instead of being boring holding a banner with like scripture on it or something. So that should be fun. I have some Marines I can use to do this. So I just need the time. So once one of the Deathwing or something is done, I can do that. And it's not going to be too much modification here. It's going to be pretty much just a couple of extra Marines, some conversions here and there, and it's pretty much done. It can probably run an army like this already. This can probably run 1750 as it is, so I might not even have to do anything. But I'll have to see. I haven't made an army list yet. I'm going to use an HQ, a sorcerer, but it's going to be Ahriman. That's what I used before. This model right here is what I used before the Countess Tigerius, which I called Ahriman. So I'm just going to use special character Ahriman to lead the army. That'll be the model for it. Now this guy is Kahotep. I use him as a captain. I use him as captain Zacharias specifically, but basically he just represented a captain. I call him Kahotep. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I might utilize him as a Chaos Lord with with Marquezine. I don't know yet. We'll see. But pretty much that's the plan for this army. Before I do this, will I still run it as is? Of course. That's no problem. But I do plan to make it feel more arcane. You have a lot of psychic abilities going off left and right because that just feels more Thousand Sons like and should be a lot of fun. Right now, it's kind of stagnant feeling. I got one character that can do the psychic powers. I have Grey Knight Terminator allies with Holocaust, but I barely use the Holocaust ability. Normally I use them for shooting up a bunch of stuff, so not really a chance to use the Holocaust too well. But other than that, the army is pretty just standard Marines aside from that, and it doesn't really feel arcane enough. So my plan is to utilize the Chaos Marine Codex, Rubric Marines and stuff like that to make it feel more arcane. I might even expand the army out eventually, I don't know, but just have to wait and see. But that's the plan. I just wanted to put it on video in case people are wondering what's going on with this army. I still plan to utilize it. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm not going to do anything to it in a bad way. I'm just going, like, as far as cannibalizing it for parts or anything, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it as is, and I'm going to modify it only when I need to be able to run it as an effective army. And I may even add more models to it, expand it, make it bigger, who knows. But that's it for my little pre-heresy Thousand Sons army idea spiel. I was debating in the very beginning just utilizing the Chaos Space Marine Codex, but that was I decided against it because I was still making Chaos Thousand Sons, but I pretty much don't see a reason to continue. While the color scheme is cool, don't get me wrong, I don't see a reason to continue doing that when I can just get the best of both worlds running Thousand Sons and utilizing the Chaos Marine Codex for it, and they just happen to be in their pre-heresy colors. So that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, that's my ramble. Hope you've enjoyed, and until next time, take it easy.